Hey guys, Sean T. Phillips here with a review of Insidious Chapter 2. You know, this movie literally picks up right after the last movie. So this is one of those movies where don't see this movie if you've not seen the first one. There's no point whatsoever. You know, there's certain movies where you can go to see it. You know, you really need to see the first one. This is one of those kind of movies where you could pretty much just watch the one and it just connects immediately. And the movie even, you know, goes back and, you know, it really works. It's one of those kind of movies that kind of reveals things about it, and I like that. They did that with the later Saws as well, and, you know, they're always pretty good at doing this. You know, it's James Wan who recently did The Conjuring, which I really, really liked. I thought The Conjuring, though, was a little bit creepier than this one. I thought this one was very creepy, but The Conjuring really, there was some stuff in The Conjuring, especially like the woman character over the bed and some of that kind of stuff that really creeped me out. You know, I know James Wan is now going to be going, like, from what I've heard, like, not really horror anymore and going the route of, he's going to be doing the next Fast and Furious film, which I have not watched any of those Fast and Furious films, but I'm actually probably going to watch it just because he's directing it. But I hope he doesn't not do horror, because he's so good at it, and he really is one of the top people, I would say, with doing these old school, slow burn, you know, haunted house kind of movies. Like I said, though, the movie picks up right after the last one, you know, and if, like I said, I'm spoiling parts of the last one, so don't watch this if you haven't seen the last one. But, you know, Patrick Wilson's character in the movie goes to get his son to bring him back from the world, and it picks up with him, Patrick Wilson, back, and there's something strange about Patrick Wilson. You know, his wife is noticing it, and there's just something weird going on. They're still seeing things in the house. You know, Patrick Wilson's mom's character plays a much bigger part in this one. You know, Barbara Hershey, she's very, very good in this. It was kind of the very opening, though. It goes back to 1986, and you see a young Shaye. I'm not going to get into the full details of that, but it was a little kind of weird because, like, it was Shaye dubbing over a younger actress playing her, and that always, I guess just because I've been a fan of Shaye for so long and, you know, really know of her well, know of her work, and have met her a number of times, it's just kind of weird to see her voice on someone else, like, you know, that you know wasn't her, and you know Shaye didn't really exactly look like that, because I've been a fan of Shaye for years, so that was the only thing I would say. It was just a little bit peculiar, but they kind of needed it, and it makes sense why they did it. But this one kind of focuses on this entity of this, I don't really want to get into it, but there's this, like, this certain entity character, very creepy. The whole thing, there's some scenes in asylums and things like that. The two characters who were, you know, with Shaye's character, like her assistants with the ghost hunting type team that she had, they're in this one, and, you know, the one's the writer of the film. He, you know, I like those characters. I thought they expanded on them nicely, and they have a lot more to do in this one as well. And like I said, this one kind of goes more places than the last one, and, like, it's one of those ones, like I said, too, that kind of reveals things, and, like, oh, so that's why this happened the way it did, and I like that. I thought it was very effective. It's a very, very good movie. You know, I thought it was just as good as the last one. Not as creepy, and it didn't, you know, like the last one made Tiny Tim, you know, the Tiptoe Through the Tulip song, extremely creepy. And there was that scene with the kid running around the house, which seriously creeped me out in the first movie. This one has a little bit of that kind of aspect. You know, it also has an element, too, which I kind of liked. I'm not going to say what it is, but a 80s slasher film, which I kind of liked. It. They're kind of referencing, you know, that a little bit. I don't know. I would definitely recommend everyone sees this one. But, you know, definitely, if you have not seen the first one yet, see that one. You need to see that to really get this movie. It's not one you can go into not seeing it, but I would highly recommend it. Not as creepy, though, as The Conjuring. You know, The Conjuring did get an R rating, though, for the level of creepiness, and that was pretty much it, why it got the R rating. This one was pretty close, though, so, but not as creepy as the first one. But anyway, though, guys, thanks a lot for watching, for subscribing, and out of 5 stars, I would give this movie 4.5.